So, after about 7 years, I've finally got this machine sorted to where I want it. I'll just hit the ref all home. Oh, there she goes. Very quiet. Coming up to the proximity sensor. Now it's sneaking forward on the y-axis. Very stealthy, this machine. All done to please the better half. She doesn't like CNC machines. They make too much noise with their standard stepper motors. And there's my little prototyping power supply. That won't be running this machine when I'm finished. I've got a bigger 600 by 400 box to put all this in. But yeah, very accurate. All hand built, so it doesn't look the best. It's a bit rough, but it does make very nice parts. So I'm going to use this machine. This is not my CNC machine that I want. This is the CNC machine I had to build by hand to make the next CNC machine, which I want a little 5-axis. I've got a particular part that I need to make, and yeah, so I want a little 5-axis one. The spindle motor, my little brushless DC spindle motor died, so I've had to put the 48 volt DC brush type spindle motor. I've got these other spindles here. As you see, there's a 1500 watt, that's an 800 watt router, and a 1500 watt exercise bike motor, which I've featured in a previous video. That works quite well. I've got an ER20 chuck on it, and that can chew metal like you wouldn't believe. I'll show you what happened. I had a bit of a crash here on the machine. That's one pass. It just nearly took out 10 mil of aluminium in one pass. So yeah, as you see, they're polished. All the X and Z axis are polished. Polished rails, polished guides. It does improve it. It's a little bit smoother and quieter. You basically cannot hear this machine from the next room until I start milling metal, of course, and then you hear the metal noises. But yeah, very, very happy with the finish. It's a bit of a mirror finish there. It's dirty now, but it comes up really nice. So yeah, I made this machine so I could make really nice looking machines. So still got a lot of work to do on the control box, which has its own instrumentation earth, EMI shielding, aluminium gland plate. I see a lot of people use steel gland plates. Do not use steel, please. A steel gland plate can act as a transformer, pick up a magnetic field and transfer a voltage to a neighbouring conductor. If you don't believe me, go and try it. Chuck a crow on it, an oscilloscope, and have a look at the difference between an aluminium gland plate or brass gland plate. They're the two preferred options. I think aluminium's a lot cheaper, so it's the way to go. You use a steel gland plate, you can end up with extra induced EMI. This machine here, it's better than 20 micron accuracy. Very, very happy with it for a hand-built machine. I've got a couple of machine-made parts. That Goldie-looking part that was made by, that was my design. That was made by HKAA Machining, the company in China. I just saw one of the ads on the internet, and I said, "Oh, can you make this?" And They said, yeah, no worries. I think it was like a week or two later, they sent them back to me. And yeah, very happy. That's aerospace aluminium, 7000 series. Very hard. It is harder than steel to drill through. So yeah, very happy with my machine. As you notice, well, some of you won't notice, but those little motors, they're closed loop steppers. They're very quiet, very accurate, and they do not miss steps. You might notice here these hasn't been polished for years, but all the ball screws have been polished, removing a lot of little tiny imperfections. I check them out through a microscope, and yeah, it looks good. So just a little short video to let you know what we're doing, and I'll just move that forward out of the way. Where are we? No, hang on. So as you can see, it's nice and quiet. It's a bit of red grease. That's a Teflon based grease. I haven't put any on for years, and it's very sticky, and it protects all my steel from rusting, and yeah, so that's what she looks like now, a lot tidier. This bit here is only temporary. I might put a what do people call a drag chain or articulated cable trunking. I might add a little bit to the Z-axis. I don't know, because I change the spindles quite often. I use the small spindles for delicate work, and if I want to do some a lot of removal wood, or I've only done one piece of wood on this. I've done hundreds of bits of metal. This is mainly a metal. I use it mainly as a metal mill. I don't really use it much as a wood router, but I do. I do want to make some wood art just to show the capabilities of the machine. Very precise machine. Very happy. It's probably cost me over 10 grand to build this, but I've got enough parts left over from all the upgrades and experimentation to probably build another 2 machines. So you work out about 3 grand per machine, and yeah, it's all good. So that's a little just a little demonstration of what it looks like, and you can imagine this all made by machine with all polished parts. It'd look alright. A little bit rough, but very happy with the results it gives me. Cheers, hope you like the video.